good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, you're talking sports with MG Johnson. Today, we have a Philadelphia Eagles video. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know it's been a very, very long time since I have been able to say that, because I've been doing so many live streams, whether it's been Eagles, whether it's been Sixers, whether it's been other NBA or other football or college football stuff. I've just been live streaming. And you know, y'all, if everybody knows my roots, I started off just video making. I was new to the live streaming stuff and all that stuff, but I haven't sat down and talked to y'all about the Eagles in so long. The only time y'all see me talk about the Eagles is on live stream, like the Washington game last Tuesday. I was going to go live during the Giants game, but I just had to do 2 live streams the day before, so just kind of took that day off. But I got to come on here and talk to y'all about the Eagles, so let's cut all that other chirping and all that nonsense out. Let's get right into today's topic. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about something. Is this the time where Eagles fans can honestly say Nick Sirianni is the long-term answer at the head coaching position for the Philadelphia Eagles? Now, I asked that question because you got a head coach in Nick Sirianni who started off the season really rocky, really shaky, and not knowing what the head coaching future was for the Eagles. At least that's what a lot of Eagles fans thought, you know, talking about flower growing and all that stuff. And, you know, I went to an Eagles game this year versus the Chiefs and, you know, screaming, run the ball. You know, so all of those things were just, you know, just a lot of pressure was put on Nick Sirianni. And, you know, what's funny enough is that Nick Sirianni, we started off 2-5. I believe we had just lost to the Raiders. And Nick Sirianni responded very well. Since then, we are 6-2 in our last 8 games, and we are officially in a playoff spot, and we have a clear path at the playoffs. And we control our own destiny if we win football games coming down. Nick Sirianni, the first thing I want to say is that the Philadelphia Eagles always had good running backs. I felt like during the preseason, I felt like we had good running backs, even when we still had Kerryon Johnson, along with Kenneth Gainwell, Jordan Howard, Miles Sanders, Boston Scott, all those guys. I always felt like we had good running backs. But Nick Sirianni, throughout the first 5 to 8 weeks of the season, did not use the run game very effectively. Since then, the Eagles have grown to the #1 rush offense in all of football. And that's not me being a biased Eagles fan saying we have the best running backs. That is just a clear, obvious fact by the numbers, by just what you see on the field. The Eagles have the #1 ranked rush offense in the league. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is part of the reason I'm making this video, because Sirianni, we all thought he was just a pass-happy guy. You know, he talked about when he first got hired here, how he loved to coach wide receivers. So I kind of was getting the idea the first few weeks of the season that it is going to be a pass-happy offense. You're going to force Jalen Hurts to throw it 80 million times a game. But he settled down. We still have a pretty effective passing game, and I'm going to talk about that here in the next few minutes. But Nick Sirianni has really found the rhythm of this offense. Now, it sucks that Miles Sanders is hurt. I hope that we get to see him some point again this season, because he was really starting to turn it on. At least that's how I felt. And he was getting closer and closer to getting that touchdown that all Eagles fans are talking about, man. So Jordan Howard has been very involved since he got picked up from the practice squad, and he has been a consistent back for the Eagles in short yardage situations, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1, red zone situations. Jordan Howard has been very consistent. Now, it sucks that he has a stinger, but that's all good because we have an old friend named Boston Scott, who also is very familiar with a lot of the guys on this team, who's been in this run game, in this organization with Miles Sanders for the last 3 years. He was with Jordan Howard for when Jordan Howard was here Jordan Howard first got here a few years ago. So Boston Scott knows this team. He's comfortable with the offensive line, with Lane Johnson, Brandon Brooks, all those guys. He knows what holes to set, and Boston Scott is just familiar with the team, and he knows how to be successful with the running backs we have and with the offensive line we have, and he knows how to run behind the Eagles O-line. So the Eagles have a very effective run game, and Sirianni has started to use that. Now let's talk about the passing game, because we cannot skip past that. I believe Jalen Hurts, since we've added a lot of the run into the offense, Jalen Hurts has been efficient. He's been very, very efficient, and I like that. I like that. Efficiency is what's good for Hurts. He's been more efficient since we start running the ball, and I like it. But yeah, man, Jalen Hurts has been very, very, very more efficient. I feel like, at least this is what I see with the eye test. The stats could clearly prove me wrong, but I feel like he's just been more efficient, man. We have the run option with him, so that's what that is. And you know, as far as the pass game as well, Dallas Goedert before the Giants game had back-to-back 100-yard games. Obviously, he had the big mistake versus Washington. We don't want to have that, and that is a little bit what's concerning about this team is the slow starts. I wish that we could get off to better starts, but man, as far as that Sirianni goes, as far as his coaching schemes and everything that I felt has been progressing, man, he has been progressing as a very good head coach. So the question is he the long-term answer at the head coaching job for the Philadelphia Eagles? And if we're basing it off right now, 8-7 record has this Eagles team with 3 first-round picks about to make the playoffs. If this is consistent, Nick Sirianni is the long-term answer at the head coaching spot for the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, we look at the expectations for us this year from not even Eagles fans, because we already know that Eagles fans' expectations is always high. But let's just look at the expectations for just, you know, non-biased or just a football fan perspective. It wasn't really that high. You know, a lot of people had us 3rd or 4th in the division. A lot of people had us, you know, tanking or doing whatever, or it's a rebuilding year. And yes, this still counts as a rebuilding year for the Eagles, because we are not really where this team could be with the 3 first-round picks and all that, and I'll get into that with another video. But the Philadelphia Eagles are still having a quote-unquote rebuilding season, but we are winning while we are rebuilding, and we're being competitive. And I think as Eagles fans, we have to look at it. We have to accept however far this team could go, whether it's in the playoffs or whatever the case may be. I just think what I've seen, the progression I've seen, Nick Sirianni is the long-term head coach for the Philadelphia Eagles. He's gotten progressively better. He's brought this team from 2-5 to 8-7. He's just done such a good job keeping his composure multiple times in games. Rather we're down, or like the Washington game, we started off down. We thought we were about to lose to a practice squad Washington. Then we come out and play well. The Giants tied 3-3 for a lot of the first half. And then we come out in the second half and score 31 straight points. Sirianni has kept his composure. He's kept fighting, and he's brought this football team back to life. And he's brought Eagles fans a lot of happiness as far as, you know, us, you know, being back in playoff discussions. Because if I'm gonna be completely honest with you, when we were 2-5, just lost to the Las Vegas Raiders, I didn't think that we would be in this position right now to be in the playoffs. So I think right now, Nick Sirianni is the long-term answer. And I'm gonna make a video about Jalen Hurts in the next few days, discussing if he's a long-term answer. I might even go live tonight, depending on what happens, because I got to go somewhere right after I upload this video. So I might be live tonight just discussing, you know, Jalen Hurts and all that good stuff. So make sure you guys be on the lookout, man. I appreciate everyone for watching this video. And like I said, man, I haven't posted a video just sitting down and talking in a while. So this is a little bit, not new, obviously, but, you know, it's a little bit of a different setting than when you're on live stream. So appreciate everyone for watching, though. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button if you are new. Ladies and gentlemen, Eagles fans around the world, until next time, you've been talking sports with MG NAS, and I'm out. Peace.